Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Architecture Explained. Today we will be looking at arguably the most important house in the history of the modern world. Le Corbusier's Villa Savoye is a building that started and defined a generation of architecture and is still used as a blueprint for modern houses to this day. It was a building that single-handedly brought one of the greatest architects ever into the limelight. This villa is situated in Poissy, a small town on the outskirts of Paris, and it has quickly become one of the most significant architectural contributions of the 20th century. Le Corbusier's masterpiece is a modern take on a French country house that celebrates and reacts to the new machine age. The Villa Savoye is clearly detached from the rest of the environment around it, giving it a clear sense of the time that it was constructed, the 20th century. The influence of the industrial machine age can be clearly seen in the house, mirroring the architect's intention to create a mechanized entity. The statement given by Le Corbusier, describing the house as, quote, a machine for living, is not just shown in the house through its assembly line-esque aesthetics, but also through the innovative qualities and advances in other industries in the pursuit of maximum efficiency. While the design was initially very controversial, as more and more people became interested in the architecture of the Villa Savoye, Le Corbusier released a set of 5 points that governed his architecture, which is believed to be his modern take on Vitruvius's principles. Those points are pilotis, flat roof terrace, an open plan, ribbon windows, and a free facade. All of these points are perfectly depicted in the Villa Savoye. Throughout Le Corbusier's career, he was intrigued about the technology and design of innovative new technologies like steamships. Their simplistic and streamlined design, one that was born out of innovative engineering techniques, was a large influence on Corbusier's spatial planning and minimalist aesthetics. One of the main architectural features of this minimalist Villa Savoye are the pilotis that support the deck. Upon entering the site, the house appears to be floating above the picturesque background landscape due to the slender pilotis, with the lower level always also painted green to allude to the perception of a floating volume. This lower level serves as the maintenance and service programs of the house. One of the more interesting parts of the lower level is the curved glass facade, which is formed to match the turning radius of the automobiles that were available in 1929, enabling the owner to pull into the garage with an ease of a slight turn. The upper floors with living quarters are fitted with another iconic feature, the ribbon windows. These windows balance the stark white facade perfectly, voiding the facade of any hierarchy. Once inside the house, the ribbon windows' full effects can be seen, as there is a clear sense of special interplay between the public and private places of the villa. Typically, the living spaces of a house are relatively private, closed off, and rather secluded. Yet, Le Corbusier situates the living spaces around a communal outdoor terrace that is separated from the living area by a sliding glass wall, which offers a clear link and sense of transparency throughout the home. Both the lower level and the upper living quarters are based on an open plan idea that provokes the inhabitant to constantly meander between spaces. As an architect, Le Corbusier incorporates a series of ramps moving from the lower level all the way to the rooftop garden, which requires the inhabitant to slow down and experience the movement between spaces. Ultimately, the Villa Savoye is a house design based on architectural promenade. Its experience is the movement through the spaces. It is not until someone becomes familiar with the subtle peculiarities that the movement and proportionality of the spaces evokes a sense of monumentality within the Parisian suburb. While it is not the most famous of buildings, it and Le Corbusier's influence on the world of architecture are monumental enough that it has evolved into an icon of design and construction, and has become one of the most influential structures of the 21st century.